in that if we want to be able to survive and have access to resources like food, we have to participate in capitalism. There's no other way.
Do you think that there have been good examples of countries that are socialist?
You gotta
Without
get this one on the
without U.S. intervention?
Yes.
Kiara, shut up. What do you mean? I've tried to let you up a bunch of times. Don't you dare. Kiara, I love you. Kiara.
Sure. I know. I was just like asking because I just couldn't seem to get up. I thought somebody was like either canceling
No,
my
I
request.
thought I hit request and then I went back to my stuff. So because I thought you were gonna speak
No,
at some
you're
point,
okay.
and then I saw your. Don't be silly. You're always
I'm a silly
talking.
goose. You know I'm a silly goose. Yeah, I mean there's been plenty of socialist or communist examples throughout history that have been very successful. Just depends on what like metric you would define successful.
We'll just go with um. I don't know. It's kind of harder to describe success on.
Yeah, I can just say like for me, successful is like people's well-being. So if the people within a
I can.
community or country are doing well, because if like somebody attacks them and then they cease to exist, like I don't think that they have been unsuccessful. They've been just like fucked with.
Yeah,
So that's
I agree.
okay. Yeah. So in that instance, we have like a lot of examples on how socialism or communism has worked.
What are some of your favorite countries that it's worked in?
My favorite countries, like I would say, one of the best ways to describe communism, what I want, is would be looking at Turtle Island and how the communities used to live pre-colonization.
Turtle
That's
Island.
huh?
Turtle Island.
Turtle Island, yeah. That that's the Americas.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, okay.
But would you say in more recent times, socialism is kind of
Yeah. I would even say that Cuba and even in some regards that the USSR would have been more successful, but there was like a lot of interference. Yeah, I'm sorry, my baby's like trying to crawl up on me.
like
There's
the
been a lot of
U.S.
interference.
interfering with the Soviet Union.
Yeah, and I mean, in addition to that, you have to also consider what times they had like certain issues. Like their struggles were not unique to the USSR because they were trying to implement socialism. It is also simply due to the war times. Like right after World War II, there was a lot of famine, and I don't know why they always make it out to be this thing that only happened in the USSR. That was like a pretty universal experience for most of them. In addition to that, the USSR also was more affected by like the oh sorry, my baby's like really distracting me right
You're
now.
good. You're good.
By how like the war was like held, like there was oftentimes farms destroyed, which obviously didn't happen as much in other countries. So yeah,
I
I
think a
think
lot of that has to play with the fact that during the time, Russia gets really cold in the winter, and their winters are long.
yeah, that's not socialism's fault, correct. And they were also more boots on the ground regarding the Nazi regime. Like they have unalived like the most Nazi soldiers, the USSR,
Yeah,
and
well, they also
obviously they have lost.
they had by far the biggest army in World War
Yeah,
II.
right. So I think that they were really successful by that merit. I'm
Well, they
a
also
pretty
lost the
good friend
most.
of
They
Lenin.
lost more soldiers than the Germans did. But
Correct. So yeah. So I'm a pretty big fan of Lenin. I like the philosophy behind it. I would argue that I'm a Marxist Leninist in most regards. I'm pretty pro Russia, but I obviously have some criticism to it too.
now, would you would you accredit Stalin with really the demise of the Soviet Union, or would you?
No, no, I wouldn't. I think like this whole the Black Book of Communism and 50 billion people were unalive under communism. I just don't see that happening. But also, like, this is not really like a communist debate. This is more of a feminist debate. So
Yeah.
we might want to
Sorry,
go back.
we kind of went down a rabbit hole there. I like hearing people's thoughts on different things.
No problem. What I really wanted to talk about with you was like your point of divorce, because I think that's like an important issue, and I think Alina already touched on a very important subject. Like women contribute to men's careers massively, because a lot of the unpaid labor, the work behind the scenes that makes it possible for them to thrive economically, is due to women. Women like
I
are.
agree. I think it should be structured in a way where both parties work diligently. But I think it's set up today in which women have to work harder than men do.
But that's the thing. Like women do not fare well in divorces, men do. Alimony is not really something that affect most of the divorce cases. That's actually a really rare instance. I don't have the exact percentage present right now, but I did have that research paper somewhere in my source document, so I can look that up. But yeah, we can see overall women are way less likely to thrive economically after a divorce, especially if the husband was the primary breadwinner, and essentially them giving up their career for children and domestic duties that allowed that man to, economically prosper.
I agree. It's a two-party system. Both parties help out each other, and it's more beneficial for the man in every case. What's your thoughts on like the unaliving rates of men versus women?
Self-unaliving? You mean the self-deletion one, or what do you
Yes.
mean?
Yeah. Self
Um,
solution.
well, women attempt on a higher rate. It's like 3 times higher than men do.
Women
Women,
do
yeah.
what?
They just don't use as lethal means, and it's simply because they did a study on that. They asked women that attempted and didn't succeed, like why they chose, or they asked men too why they chose the form of self deletion that they did, and most women say that they just didn't want to leave a mess, or they didn't want to traumatize people finding them. That's why they tend to use pills or more less visual forms of self deletion.
Do the numbers say that women unalive themselves more in rates than men?
They attempt on a higher rate, so 3 times higher. They attempt more. Men are just more successful because they tend to use more permanent solutions. You know what I'm saying? Like they use pew pews, for example,
Yeah.
and they use those because they don't have necessarily the regard of oh, I don't care if somebody has to find me the way I am or what it's gonna look like. And women tend to think about those things, and that's what the survey says. Like they ask, "Hey, why did you use pills instead of a pew pew, whatever?" And they're like, "Well, I don't want to traumatize anyone finding me like that, and I just hope that the pills would do." So that's like one of the reasons why we see higher unaliving rates of men, but women attempt more.
Okay. So I guess you can look at it both ways there. One, the men are more successful and therefore they unalive at more higher rates, but the woman attempts more. That's basically
Yeah, I think it's more representative of how somebody feels, like how many people attempt to unalive themselves. Like I'm not necessarily, I mean, I can provide an explanation why men are more likely to be successful in unaliving themselves than
yeah,
women
because
are.
they use more lethal means.
But it's correct.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have said to me, "Well, the women don't mean it then." Like, no, they mean it absolutely. But if you have regard to what what kind of impact you have with your unaliving on other people, I think that's something to definitely consider. I think people trying to unalive themselves speaks volumes to me that they're not happy. Like even if they're unsuccessful or successful, like that is the indicator, hey, something is wrong.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's a good point.
Yeah, so I think that to say that the patriarchy harms men too is obviously true, but it's not the main focus
It
because
mainly
just for
harms. It affects women more
correct
negatively.
more,
Yeah,
yes,
I,
and
I
yeah,
I agree.
on every aspect, on every level, and I just don't really care to center men in those conversations because I've never really seen any men speak out for those things or like really care for those things. It's only when women start talking about their struggles and how the patriarchy is oppressing them, then all of a sudden they want to talk about unaliving rates or oh, men have to pay this and that and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, well, why do you never advocate? Like, why do I never see you protest? Why do I never see you propose bills or policies
Yeah,
that would
it's because we set it up that way, and we did it on. I mean, I'm sure that the men did it on purpose to negatively affect the women.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah, that's like it's like when white people complain about shit that was, targeted for black people and sometimes you just get stuck in a crossfire. A lot of the systemic oppressions that poor people face was initially targeted for black people. And that's like the reason why some white people have like essentially gotten in the crossfire of that very specific target is simply because they cannot be as explicit with their discrimination as they used to be. But I think it's crazy for white people centering themselves when we talk about how we have targeted black people. And I think that goes the same for any other oppressed group. I don't really like that. I don't care for that.
Yeah, I totally agree, and even more in depth when I've looked into mainly oppression on African Americans. It's really a bipartisan thing. It's not one side, doing it more than the other. It's both of them kind of doing it at the same time over a long period of time.
When you say one group doing more than the other, do
Like
you mean like Democrats and Republicans
yeah,
or
like
what?
whether it's Republicans oppressing more, and at times, obviously one party is going to do it more than the other. But I mean,
Hmm.
when you date it back to the early '60s when most of those acts
Do
were
you
being,
know what happened in the 60s?
well, I think the biggest one was probably the Civil Rights Act of
Uh-huh. Do you know
'64.
yeah, do you know what happened party-wise? Like what happened between Democrats and Republicans?
Well, let's see, that was right after Kennedy was.
Mhm. It was. I'll help you. Like it's the with the civil rights movement, there something happened called the Great Party Switch. Because if you look, for example, at the Republican platform from like 100 years ago, or even further back, like back to the late 1800s, we can see that they were actually the progressive ones.
Oh yeah, that's the switch was like in the early 1900s or late
It
1800s.
was 1960s specifically, like during the civil rights movement. Like
Oh,
they had
was it during the Civil Rights Movement?
Yep, it was essentially I forgot the president's name. Like I'm not American, so I'm struggling with that shit. But
It was Kennedy in
uh,
'60, and then Lyndon B. Johnson.
yes, there you go, Johnson. That's
Yeah,
right. Like Johnson
Johnson was the successor to
didn't
Kennedy.
didn't want to that he didn't want to essentially concede to the civil rights movements or to the civil rights bills that were introduced. And then there was a pretty big party shift. Like you can also see how there like a lot of Christians were Democrats back then. Whoops. Oh, okay. A
Oh
lot of
yeah, I'm from the South, and that was
right.
definitely the case.
Correct. So a lot of Democrats were Christians, and I mean, you would see too, like people didn't just move from like an entire generation and then some didn't just move from the south to the north and vice versa. Like they didn't just like switch states. Like you could really see that during this time, the progressive platform was simply switched from the Republicans to the Democrats and vice versa. Um, and then we have seen that ever since then, especially then with Reagan, the devil himself, he was one that has really promoted like Christianity, Christian nationalism, fascism, and introduced it very, very heavily in the Republican Party as well. So that's when a lot of the political scale has slid way further right than it used to be. Like there's definitely a lot of interesting history on that. But yeah, I mean that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, and like you're saying that pretty much set up the oppression that For okay, yeah,
Yeah,
I can see that.
I would say that Democrats are part of the oppressive class. Like they have oppressed a lot of individuals because they want to maintain the capitalist status quo, and they're essentially promoting and defending capitalist and private property over the rights of human beings. There's obviously a lot of inaction from the Democrats as well that has led to issues that we're currently facing these days. Like as much as I agree that the Republicans have now set up the reason why we no longer have the protection of Roe v. Wade, there has been many, many years where I would have wished that the Democrats would have been a little bit more aggressive in regards to, something codifying something into law that makes it, impossible for them to constantly attack it, and that's essentially what happened.
Do you think part of that might play into the fact that some parties like to keep problems happening so they have something for people to vote off of, or have so they can use it for an agenda?
I don't know. I don't know if it's that. I think
I
it's
feel
like
like
more
with both parties, that's kind of been the deal with the border for the last, I guess,
right.
20 years.
Yeah, I think so. I think that Democrats are like obviously still very much center right. Um, and I don't think they necessarily had I mean, maybe they had some interest in it. I just think that their desire to change something wasn't great enough. And that's why as much as I compare now Obama to Trump, and I would obviously like give away a pinky to have Obama again, but I don't think that I could say with confidence that Obama is like this great person. Like he's also a war criminal, and he has also failed us on a lot of things. And not being critical of that side just contributes to the further oppression of people. And right now, the conversation that we're having should always revolve around harm reduction, which Harris would have been absolutely better than Trump, and I stand by that. And I know a lot of communists disagree that you can't vote for either party because that upholds oppression and capitalism. But now we have literally somebody on the stage doing the Nazi salute, and we have mass deportation. We have like this crazy shit going on, and nobody can convince me that Harris would have not been better in this time. Like even if it would still suck and we would still have to fight for a lot of things. Like I much rather would have had Harris by far.
I disagree about that, right? Because part of being progressive is, I mean, the root word is progress. Humans being humans, there is always going to be something that needs to change, that needs to advance, that needs to be made better. So I don't really agree with that. I mean, I think conservatism is a fucking problem, because we know that the country has had issues. We know that the treatment of human beings, women, and other marginalized communities has been absolute dog shit in this country. So I think if you vote progressive, you're going to always continue to have an issue that needs to be voted on and needs to be discussed.
Yeah, I think it's also more about like how you can organize yourself under which party. I would much rather organize myself under a blue, party rather than a red state. Like I think it's almost impossible to invoke people into creating like some form of revolutionary action if they can't have access to the basics like healthcare, food, pregnancy care, abortion care, etc. Like it's impossible to progress further if you don't have those things. And yeah, I mean we can see it right now. Like people are no longer able to access Medicaid and shit like that because of the canceling the benefits. Like people when people are starving, like you can just like organize as well, in my opinion.
And so the best solution would ultimately be to switch to a socialist, like structure the government in a socialistic way.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think that I mean there's a lot of like schools of thoughts and how where are you going? No right. I think there's a lot of schools of thoughts like whether or not they like to have like a full-on revolution, a bloody one in that sense, or some people say that we can have a lot of transitionary stages, like we can,
Workers' revolution.
yeah, workers' revolution, striking essentially, and stuff like that, unionizing. Oh God, I can speak. So there's like several ideas. I personally think that the workers' revolution in conjunction with um, creating like as progressive of a environment as possible is probably the way to go.
That does sound pretty large scale, though.
Yeah, it's not simple, but I think it's very much doable. Like I think we can see historically how, for example, in Italy, like a strike for days has essentially led to the government conceding to their demands. Um, and I don't think that organizing under Donald Trump is going to be easy at all, but
Yeah, well,
we just.
another thing with Italy, though, is that it's a much, much smaller country, both economically, population, and land-wise. So it'd be easier to pull off a revolution.
I don't know. I don't think that. I think that people underestimate like the power of the masses. Like if you have more people that where things are at stake, like I don't even think that everybody has to participate. Like if most people or a lot of people would participate in some form of workers' revolution, we could definitely access some benefits or some concessions because they need us more than we need them. We currently need them because we let them need us. We let them need them. I guess that's how you say it. But if we would tell them like, hey, you're benefiting from me because I'm making you the profit, you gotta give me some. That's how we start.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, it was fun talking to you two ladies. Thank you for the insight. I gotta go get ready for an event.
Okay, no, I thought it was nice talking to you.
Yep.
See, I can
Y'all have a
I
good
can
day.
absolutely
Yeah.
behave.
Did you get your hair
Um,
cut? I'm sorry, Chiara. Oh, I said, Alina, did you get your hair cut?
No, I just got my hair done. Like I did my roots and they
I
actually
can
just like
tell.
brushed it and stuff. You
Oh,
guys are
okay.
so
Oh
used to
no, when
me
you just pulled,
looking.
no, when you just pulled it forward, it I could see the length came back.
Oh, I would love to cut my hair short, but so one thing my husband would like me to not do because I already did all the other ones.
yeah, I feel you. Drew is also very much into the no short hair club, and when I did it, uh, I'm not part of the short hair club either because I got them cut short during pregnancy and I hated them. Um, she
The
also
worst part is I know that he'll love it because I look so fucking cute, but whatever.
like it's not like he's gonna forbid me doing it, but he just prefers long hair, and I definitely had to hear of I told you so because I've been complaining about my hair length for probably over a year now.
I mean, he said no bangs and I did it anyway,
Yeah, of course.
and he liked it. It's
I mean,
fine.
I have my preferences too. Like to me, when he grows out a beard, at some point I'm like, bro, you gotta get that shit fixed.
I need to
Ren,
clean
how
this.
you doing today? Sorry,
Oh, what'd you say?
I was saying how you doing today.
Uh, I'm okay. I'm more aggravated about the fact that I need to do grocery shopping, and anybody that knows me knows that I struggle with doing grocery shopping because I just don't enjoy it. So since I order my groceries and get them delivered, the way I grocery shop is I put everything I think I want in the cart, and then I just go into the cart and take stuff out.
I agree
Oh,
with that.
Middle Earth Runner, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs on Twitch. Thank
Yay!
you.
In case you didn't know, Alina is also twitching on stream right now. Yeah, exactly.
Twitching on stream.
Streaming on Twitch
We be
right now.
twitching. We be twitching on stream.
Yeah, well, with all that Red Bull that she's drinking for sure. So if you would like to support Alina, she does get
Tweaking and
monetized.
twitching.
We can and Twitch it on stream for real. Go check out her link tree. There's also an Etsy shop that is very cute. I have a lot of cute stuff from it now. I got an ACAP girly t-shirt, and Alina got me a bunch of extra goodies like stickers for me because I'm just the bestie here. And they're all super cute, and I want you guys to check that out if you want to support her monetarily because she takes care of little foster cutie kittens. Please go check out her Cash App, or you can also look into the Amazon wish list. That's for little foster kittens. There's also a Mao baby shower still going, right? Or we're done?
There's still a few things left on there if anyone wants to get something from out. I added some wigs
Yeah. I mean, will you wear wigs? When will you wear wigs?
for Mao.
Mm-hmm.
I got a question. I have a poll. Beef stew or chili?
Silly.
Stew. Yeah.
My daughter just got really upset with y'all because I said beef stew or chili. She said beef stew, and y'all said chili, and she was like, "No."
Beef stew is so good. I love a good stew.
No, I like chili better. Sorry.
Me too.
I don't know why I kept getting yanked. One time I got a phone call, and the other times it was just like, bye.
Raptured. How do you
Yep.
think Ren got her name?
I know. I
She's
wasn't
raptured
even
back to
saying
back to back.
anything.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
Ren. I miss you. I'm back. Yeah.
But now we have no ops.
Oh,
They're
do you want me to
scared.
drop?
No, it's not because of you. We didn't have ops before. That guy
Oh,
took
there's
us
somebody in the...
so off of a topic. He was just
yeah, that's
this
right.
is not an op. Who is letting up non-ops?
I'm
I
gonna...
have to
I
take
feel
I'm
so
taking away.
welcome now. The answer is
No,
vicious you bitches.
you know I love you, but some of y'all are super modding way too close to the sun.
No, I was just gonna say I'm gonna drop because Kristen's a greedy girl, and I'm gonna wash my hair and then I'll be back. That was it. That was all I wanted to do.
Did
But I
you
can
just
wait to wash
drop?
my hair. She just ran. Kristen said, "Fuck this shit. I gotta go be more greedy."
Yeah, it's not because I don't love y'all. Like, you know how it is. They don't come up. And also, you guys know that when we have too many friendlies, I literally sit here quietly because I can't overtalk anybody. Like, it just doesn't work. So I like never get to talk when we have too many friendlies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm baby.
Well,
She is the baby.
I can listen, and then when you get an op, if you restart or whatever, then I can come up and be a menace. You want to try that?
Well, sometimes when we talk about restarting, sometimes it just happens. So cancer coded. Y'all keep calling me out all the time.
I sit up here because just to just be really honest, my black face just makes them very angry.
Last night was crazy.
Yeah. Like I don't know what it is about me, but they get like pissy when I'm around.
Well, Ren, let me give you this. It seems to be that they're not just misogynistic, but also racist on top of that. Shocker.
Yeah.
They always have the trinity of bigotry. There's also some transphobia in there, usually homophobia. Like we got all the phobias and all the isms. So that's like that. That's that for them.
They be riding down the highway. That's what they do. They like riding down the highway.
For real.
That's
Like
what
it never fails to shock me. Sorry.
No. I was gonna say that's what me and Erica. I'm like, oh, they finna ride down the highway and get off on Transmissia Lane, the transphobic highway.
I'm gonna start pulling out some ops out of the comments.
I think you should.
Yeah. You should. Like don't be scaredy cat here. Like we're nice. We can talk. But yeah, I was gonna say, Ren, it never fails to shock me how many microaggressions and like fucking dog whistles
And macro aggression.
and macroaggressions, yeah, are whenever you're on the panel. Like we would be talking and I would be the one insulting them, and then they're like, "Oh no, Ren's aggressive." I'm like, "What are you fucking talking about? I've been calling you a bitch, a cunt, and all that, and you're coming for Ren for what reason? Like, what's the reason?" I mean, I know the reason, but it's just very obvious.
Yeah.
Because how dare I, with my black skin, not know my place?
Yeah, that's it.
Did she just get raptured again?
What is that?
She's gonna have to change her name to Raptured NORAD.
That's wild. Mm, that's banana cakes.
You said men are simple. All you gotta do is be loyal, respectful, and not a hoe. That's it. Um, the lie detector determined that is a lie.
Not a hoe is crazy. Thank you, Jasmine, for subscribing with Prime. We only need 4 more subs on Twitch to hit the sub goal. Also, don't forget that you can subscribe on TikTok. You can re-up your subscription. You just have to go through a browser, and it has to be when I'm live. But if you don't want to do that, if you want to like let go of TikTok, then subscribe on Twitch.
I was
Either
gonna.
one of those will be worthwhile for the Discord.
Oh, we gotta I have some ideas for your space.
Look what I found on the floor.
Oh, cow on the floor.
He's getting big.
I
Don't
was
say that
gonna
he's
say.
little.
Fupak was saying, what did you just say? Men are simple. You gotta be loyal, respectful, and not a hoe. Is that what you said, Ren?
Mm-hmm.
Fupak said. Well, I was gonna say
The
that
water
might be
spiller,
his mom.
exactly.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was gonna be his mom, but then the whole part would be correct. So well, that's that.
The water spiller.
Aww.
He's still liking sleeping on that towel that's down there, picking up all the water he dropped yesterday.
Just a little
Little.
baby. Just a little baby.com.
It's getting there. Why does it get so like ragdoll?
Aww.
You might move my sticker for the screenshots that I know you guys are taking. He is such a baby. Which one have we not tried in a while? Oh, we haven't tried this one. Okay. Okay. Oh man, they put the Velcro on the wrong side.
He don't
The
like
wrong
that
way?
one as much.
I think it's the wrong way. Yeah, okay. There we go. There we go.
Had to guess your relationship with Mao in a different lifeline. Like what was it? Like was it brother, sister, mom, son, lovers? Like what was it? Because he's your soul cat. I think he was always your baby.
Your best friend.
Now I see baby energy there.
He looks so adult in his face. I don't like it. Wonder if this sweater still fits him. It's gonna start getting tight.
He really ain't gonna like that one though, because last time I remember he jumped and came out the sweater.
Yeah. So go for it. Looking for your little arm. Give me your arm. There we go. Remember when the sleeves were so long? I feel like I need the sweater in other colors for him.
Oh my God. The orange on orange is really doing it for me.
Well, welcome Sky on Twitch. Sky says that they deleted TikTok, so it's just Twitch and YouTube for them.
I know that's right.
Listen, I don't know if Good Kitty is what I would describe him. I think that's going a little too far. I don't think he's a good kitty. He's bad boy a lot of the time.
Gen X Aunt Cat, why don't you come up here and explain that to us? Pika said he is a good boy.
I mean,
He's a goon,
sometimes
though. He's a goon.
he's the original goon.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if they make this sweater in other colors.
You said no because talking to leftist women is like talking to a wall.
Mm.
If you can come up here and explain to me how what you said is patently true and substantiated with data, I'll concede. You ain't said nothing because you in the comments yapping. And on that note, now you're not. Either you gonna come up here and talk to us, or you can move around.
I love when you say that.
So I don't know. It's so sassy. It's like, yeah. Go
Move
ahead.
around. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I added this sweater in a blue because I think that will complement him. It's in the Maui shower list. I feel like he'll be able to get away with this size for a little while longer.
Yeah.
You cannot resist falling asleep. I know with all the fussing and all that. Look at him. It's just so cozy.
I actually would like to have your opinions, like both of you. Okay. So you know how I am. I'm like one of the most get fucked, fuck around, find out kind of person. Like I don't really have a lot of grace for people. I don't have a lot of I don't have a lot of patience, but here's the thing. I saw a post about like this woman talking about Maha drinking raw milk, and this woman was pregnant. Like she was visibly 8 months pregnant in the picture. She already had a child. Talking about raw milk, and people in the comments were like, go ahead and drink that raw milk," and that didn't sit right with me. Because now there's like a baby in there that could die from it, and also she's probably giving her child also raw milk. And I did not like the encouragement of like a lot of like liberals and progressives or whatever saying, yeah, go ahead and drink some of that raw milk while she's pregnant. Like I feel like you should, if there's like other people involved that are innocent, like especially children and unborn children, I didn't like that.
I absolutely agree with you. I have a very hard, fast rule. And my hard, fast rule is you don't bring kids into adult shit. And that child is a wanted child. She is continuing the pregnancy out of a desire for that child. So, um,
because there could be permanent issues, like even if it's not like the child unaliving in the womb, it could have like permanent irreversible damages to their health, which I just don't fuck with. Like, I don't know. I didn't like that. I really didn't. And I had to fight for my life in the comments, and they were all like, no, she should know better. And yeah, I mean, she's fucking brainwashed, clearly. Like, if she would know that that would unalive her children, like, same with the vaccines and stuff, I really think we should encourage them, like, not to do that with their children. If it's about them, like, okay, if you want to get polio badly, like, go ahead. Like, I'm not gonna hold you, but you gotta talk about your child. Like, no, I don't know.
Well, I've had to have comments like that because they were talking about people not vaccinating for like polio, and they were like, "Yeah, well then they kids get polio." I said, "Look," I said, and I say this, I understand what you're saying, but as a person who uses a wheelchair, I'm gonna tell you straight up, this shit is miserable. So no, I would rather continue to try and speak reason to that person because I understand the consequences of the action. So I'm all like F everybody, and I tend to be more along the lines of, hey, if you want to buy your sense, I'm gonna let you make that purchase. But when it comes to children, no. Mm-mm.
Okay, thank you. I thought I was going crazy because I'm really not chill when it comes to, like, I don't know, like when people are gonna start crying about losing their benefits and stuff, like obviously I'm gonna be like, I'm sad for you because you were brainwashed and it kind of sucks, and I don't like the whole classist stance that a lot of people now have. But I also think that their bigotry like did it to themselves. So I'm not completely sympathetic to them, but to children, like you can't convince me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make children. Children didn't vote. They didn't vote for this. They didn't choose this. So yeah,
I'm adding turtlenecks. He needs some turtlenecks.
you should give him a turtleneck and then get him some little cat glasses so he can look like a little professor cat.
Very
Yes, and
distinguished.
a tweed jacket on top of that.
Yes. Um, sensitive artichoke, you're right. It is also weird that people are perpetuating disability as punishment and not seeing the problem with that. They ableism is very rampant.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Um, disability is not punishment, and we need to stop treating it as such. So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all, what spaces do I need to go into? Because I think I need to get up to. I need to start building up more followers, I guess.
What about a pack of neckties?
I don't know.
I don't
Bow
know.
ties, maybe. Neckties, no.
Yeah, I would love a bow tie, a cute little one. I think you would be good on. You said you do like gaming too, right, Ren?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think Twitch would be the place for you. I think debating plus gaming is like a very much in demand thing because it calms people down to watch people play stuff while they're debating as well. So Twitch is the way to go. YouTube for sure. I don't see. I don't know. Instagram is so hit or
I'm not.
miss. Like,
I'm not doing meta anything.
yeah, Instagram wasn't an option for me either. But Javon, for example, is super like dumb successful on Instagram. He has, I think, over 200K now. Got a bunch of like celebrity followers. I'm mad proud of him on that one. So it worked out for him.
Y'all.
What?
I just found the most ridiculous fucking hat. Oh my god. He's gonna hate
What is
me.
it? Is it like a little gentleman hat?
Oh no. Okay, what do you think would complement his fur? Obviously blue is the obvious choice because it's orange and blue, but they have black, like a lime green, and purple, like lavender.
Can you screenshot it for me so I can see it and send it to me? What you're talking about? Because then I feel like I would be better equipped to give you some recommendations.
Let me see. How can I do that? Let me see.
That is absolutely ridiculous. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Shout out to the 3 people watching on YouTube. We're never gonna get monetized on YouTube, y'all. We need to commit. I know YouTube's not as fun. There's not that many people on there, but at least have it up in the background, y'all.
I'm actually gonna
Make some comments.
pull it up on your secondary device.
Oh, I need to post that live from yesterday on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were kind of popping. I watched it a little bit while I was doing
That's
my
what I said.
little
For
gap fight.
not being on the algorithm, like for not being on the like in the swing of things, like on a schedule. Like
Mm-hmm.
What is like your favorite manga topic though, Ren? Like which one do you like debating the most?
To be totally honest, none of them. If I had my way, I would do less debating and more just kind of talking to people and understanding why they make the choices they make.
Right.
Um, because usually you can find um you can understand how, like, I understand how a lot of magas end up maga when I start asking them questions about things. Did you Parker just said therapy and education hour? I mean, I'm not a therapist, so pseudo therapy maybe.
Yeah, same with me. But I understand what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
it's mostly like fear mongering, and I'm like being convinced that people are trying to get them. Like, I don't know if you ever read the book The Republican Brain, but I think it's one of the best psychological insights that I've ever had for people that are conservative versus progressive.
Hmm.
And I really recommend it to anyone who wants to have more insight on that. It's all like fear based, like just like why after 9/11 everybody signed up for the military and everybody like voted red like right after that is because it's all fear based. Like it's all about you thinking that somebody's out to get you. And that's why they have to use some scapegoats. Like they have to use either immigrants or trans people, blah blah blah, because they're actually like the phobia of them saying like I'm not scared of them is actually true though because they are, and that's why they vote red.
Hmm. Individualism is killing us, y'all. Beef stew is expensive. Chili is cheaper anyway. Mm-hmm. Oh, Jimmy John's. I ain't had Jimmy John's in so long.
Beef with Jimmy John's
Why?
because he's a weirdo. He's like an actual creep. I mean, so is a lot of people, but that kind of threw me off. I was like, fuck Jimmy John's. Um, because he's like one of those hunters that goes to African countries and like unalives like very endangered animals, and then he poses on them naked and gets pictures taken of him. on the dead animal naked. So since then, I'm like, you know what? I don't need Jimmy John's. Jersey Mike's is better.
Okay. I didn't know that. Not sure how I feel about it.
And just pretend that didn't happen, that conversation, you know?
No, no, no. Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
To be fair, Jersey Mike's is very good. I don't know if you have one close by or if the quality is good.
I don't like their bread.
That's fair.
Yep.
And Subway's really doesn't hit.
No, Subway is gross. My child wants a coffee maker, but I don't want to get like a regular coffee maker. I really want one of those single serve kind of coffee makers.
Like a one of those with the pods, or what's your?
But I'm cheap and don't want to buy a Keurig.
I think they had. I don't know if they have it currently, but they had like a. You know how Aldi has lays with their electronics. Like I bought a lot of my kitchen equipments there because they have really good stuff, and they used to run like a deal with their pods and like a pod machine. And apparently it's really excellent. A lot of people like it.
Shout out to the people that saw the little Malcam on Twitch. It's no joke.
You know you're gonna have to restart, right?
You do. And this time I promise I'm not gonna yap with anybody. I'm gonna be my mean old self that doesn't have any emotions, any feelings, any heart. Okay? Big promise.
Lie detector said that's a lie.
I've been more softer these days. Like this guy that came up. Okay, here's the deal. Like sometimes, and this is not to be rude. I have autism, so I can tell if somebody has autism. Okay, sometimes. And I feel like with some people that recently came up, I was like, this man does not catch any of the social cues very clearly. And then I feel bad because they seem like very good. Well, like Adam, for example, yesterday, he was so sweet to me. And I just don't know, like maybe the spell is broken. Maybe the hormones are slowly releasing my body and my little fetus demon is no longer possessing my mind. But I was like, oh my God, I feel bad for him. And I haven't felt that in so long. I was like, what's wrong with me? What's going on? And I was nice to him, in case y'all didn't know. Like, very nice.
Or why?
Because I could tell that he really didn't catch the social cue.
This cat.
What?
This cat, like, I have like one of those 3-drawer like plastic things, and that's where I have like all his little hats and stuff. And I left, you know, those drawers never close very well, so there was like this much space, and he's inside the bottom drawer now.
Aw,
He's in there. He's napping. He's snoozing.
He's filing himself. Isn't that cute?
He loves drawers.
I have a rule. If he fits, for cats, if he fits, he sits. He fit, so now he sits.
That is tipsy for me. He will squeeze himself into the tiniest spaces, and he will hide a lot in like tiny spaces. He loves that. He loves being squished into a little ball.
Let me see if I can capture it. on the mouth. Yeah. No. You're not a fan of the invasion of privacy.
Hmm?
He's not a fan of the invasion of privacy.
How dare you keep a camera on him? He gonna look at you like, are you not entertained?
Alina Pookie, I think it's time for a restart.
I am. I'm just setting up a Malcam, giving
Oh,
the people what they want.
oh yeah. No, give them the beans, give them the mao. I understand.
Just throw it in here.
I've been feeling so nauseous today.
That's quality mouth footage right there. He said, "Wap wap wap."
High quality.
All right, you guys know the drill. We restart the TikTok. Twitch will, yeah, he is smacking you guys when you guys are around. We'll restart the TikTok, but the Twitch and YouTube will stay up. We'll just refresh the stream. Right. Look at his little paw. That's an up close paw shot right there. He's giving you guys the beans for free. Just leave the camera alone. How can I look this up? This is inside a drawer with all his little hats. Oh my gosh. Tap, tap, tap the screen, share the live. We only have 10 shares. What in the world, yo, is that? Little Pete's. He's still wiggling it. He's still pawing at it. Only he knew. It's too funny. If you guys are wondering what we're talking about, I'm talking about the Malcam on Twitch. It's like he knows. So cute. Anywho, tap up the screen, share the live. It looks like Ren and Kiara both squirreled. Rude. Yes, you guys are in the container drawer. With all that's where all his hats are. He's cleaning his beans. He's gotten better at cleaning the beans for sure. Now the mount cam is not gonna be as chaotic as this. I have like a little clamp stand and all that, and it's supposed to point to the back like where he hangs out, but he decided to go inside of a drawer, so this is where we are. It's very strange. I see Sensitive Artichoke, I see Chump, I see K-Shock, I see everyone coming over to Twitch just to see Mao in action. I love that.
Hi, bestie.
You squirreled a little, didn't you?
I did what?
You squirreled a little, didn't you?
Squirrel where? What? I don't
Squirrel.
understand.
Squirrel?
No, I just set up my human cow pump parts up.
Oh, he's
Ooh.
cleaning the bean. He's cleaning the beans on cam. That's
Oh, for
y'all.
free?
Free.
Yikes.
If this doesn't get us subscribers on Twitch,
He's a
I don't know
nasty
what
little
will.
boy. You can get a subscription for your Amazon, people.
Mm-hmm.
Who would have thought?
Or bits, whatever the fuck those are. Send your bits for his beans.
Bits for beans. Very famous.
He's so cute.
Oh, I know.
It's a pretty good quality webcam, like for it being in a dark drawer. It's not bad.
He's just very iconic right now.
He just
So
cleaned his beans and fell asleep.
on top of that, he just fell asleep like a eepy little boy.
He's very easy.
I hate pumping so much. Literally kill me. Kill me right now.
It's a little dramatic.
Is it? It feels like, and this is not an exaggeration, like when you first start pumping, it feels like, I heard it's called Demer or something. It's a condition that makes you feel homesick and nauseous when you start pumping. Ugh. It's so nasty. But anything for freedom, because there's no way in hell that I'm gonna give that
If
up.
you disagree with the background, get in the requests.
Yep, stop yapping in the chat.
If not, we're going to keep talking about pumping.
Correct, and that makes men very upset usually, so that's that. Ops only, yes. That means opposition. I think there's somebody in the request currently juggling 10 different pump parts.
Oh, that's a no for me.
Oh,
Yeah,
is it?
no, thank you.
Oh, ew.
Thank you, Risto Squared, for subscribing on Twitch with your Prime account. We need 3 more subscriptions on Prime. Make sure that when you guys are subscribing on Twitch with your Prime account, it does not auto renew. So you have to do it every month. Like, make sure that it doesn't lapse. So that was kind of annoying, but it is a nice little perk of having Amazon Prime. Rutabaga, I think it was Middle Earth Runner. They gifted another 5 subs today. So tap the screen, share the live. If not, I'm just gonna start playing Spyro. He fell asleep, y'all. On his little hands. We should, you know what we should do? We should get one of those little cameras for him to wear too. Because we could, do they make them like so that it's like a Wi-Fi feed? I gotta talk to my tech cat about it. We'll consult later about that. Because then we can have a feed of him fucking around with the foster kittens and stuff. Today is the first Pika, and I did look to see if they had the donuts for DoorDash or Uber Eats because I couldn't make it to a store, but I didn't see them listed yet. So sometimes it takes a little bit for their menus to change. But I might swing by tomorrow to give it a look. See.
Who the hell the Motor City Machine Guns are? Your favorite tag team's favorite tag team.
A lot of background noise.
So are we doing this just for clicks or what?
I don't know. You've been sitting here with all your background noise. I wasn't sure if you intended to request or not.
Is that better?
Much better.
Cool.
Do you disagree with the background?
I do.
Okay.
I think
Why
you're
is
doing
that?
this just for clicks because
Okay.
in
Do you know me personally, friend?
In history, women have been very powerful.
Okay. Do you know me personally?
Don't have to. I go by what you say.
Okay.
That's all. This is the first time I actually come across you.
Exactly. So I haven't really said much. So explain to me how you think I'm doing this for clicks if you don't even know me and you've never seen my program.
Yeah.
Because the only reason this would be up here is to get some kind of acknowledgement
Discord, get ready.
of your existence.
Discord, get ready. This is definitely gonna be.
If Alina would be a grifter, she would actually be a better grifter because Republican men love Republican women that have really badly done makeup. So she would do her makeup terribly first, orange shade, the bleach blonde. And then she would say things like, "Oh, women are so silly. They think they're oppressed. Like, I'm different like all the other girls. Like, I don't think that. Pick me, choose me." So if she would actually be a smart grifter, she would do that kind of route. Makes her way more money, actually. Like, if we look at like how much leftist women make versus how much Republican women
break it in. Break it in.
Could really, yeah. So I mean,
good. I'm glad you think so.
If you're gonna accuse us of grifting, then I mean, at least give us the honors that we would do it right. So the tried wife stuff that really makes you some money, not the leftist one. So
are you done, Chiara?
It's Kiara,
Who's Chiara?
I don't. Well, I can only go by how it's spelled, unless you have.
Are you a Tristan? Is your name Tristian? Christina? Are you celebrating Christmas? Are you studying chemistry?
Are you attempting to be clever?
Are you studying chemistry?
Are you attempting to pretend you have some intelligence?
You're
so funny as fuck.
You have charisma for sure. Very charismatic today.
You're so cool.
All right. Anyway, so why do you disagree with the background?
Because it's inaccurate.
Okay, prove us.
Where would you like to start? How far back? How about the fact that in this country, women have been revered. They've been propped up. They've been acknowledged, accepted. See, you probably go by what libtards tell you.
Yeah.
Right? Because liberal media loves to present women as these poor, pathetic creatures that no one cares about.
All right, so now that you're done with your yap, so firstly, we're not liberals. Again, we're leftists. So please don't insult us.
Leftists are just as bad as liberals.
No, they're not. You're liberal.
No,
yes,
we're much scarier.
You're much less educated.
You're closer.
I
promise
statistically, I think we are more educated, actually.
You have no education at all.
Oh, I don't?
Yeah.
Wait, so
obviously, because if you believe that women, that the U.S.
you want to put a bet on that?
I'm curious.
Do you
How
have money
many
in your wallet
women?
right now? How much
How
you got
many
in your wallet right
women
now?
served in
How
the
much you got in your
military
wallet right
during
now? You
World
want to make
War
a bet
II?
that I have an education?
You don't. Even if you went to
How much you want to
college,
bet?
you don't.
What's the bet?
How much you want to bet?
How
Both
about
of
your
us.
life?
My
Because
life.
it's pathetic.
Now, what's on your end? Like we already
Yeah.
took the bet. So what's on your end? Like how much of a poor are you? Are you the typical Republican poor, or
Dégrada.
what kind of poor are you?
Dégrada.
Okay. So how poor are you?
He's passport bro.
Passport bro.
Dégrada, chalet.
That's embarrassing.
Passport poor bro.
Thank you, Brooke, for subscribing. We need 2 more subs on Twitch to hit our goal for today. We're almost done.
See, it's about subscribers and goals.
50?
Yeah,
Is
see,
50?
you just
Is
proved
50
that's
too
all
much?
it is.
Not you
That's
getting
all
a
it's
phone a
about.
friend. Not you getting a phone a friend. BT Dub,
You mean my wife who's sitting right
creepy
next to me?
BT Dub,
Who I
creepy lady in
revere?
the back, the pick me in the back. People that
You're-
are subscribing on Twitch are getting it through their Amazon Prime account as a free
Goody for
feature,
them.
so-
Goody for
okay,
them.
So
I
is
hope that
50
they
too
play-
much? Hold on, is
I hope
50
they
too much?
play
Are you
your
too much of
games.
a poor for that one, or not?
How many women served
No,
in the
we're still on the
military?
education
Not
part.
the
Okay,
pivot.
Kiara,
No,
can you
we're
listen?
not getting past this bet thing.
Well, you can just say I'm a poor and we're okay. We're not classes. Like if you don't have money, we're not gonna blame you for that. So you just say publicly, hey, I'm a poor. I shouldn't make bets that I can't hold up on.
Yeah.
You're muted, friend.
But I mean, he probably is a poor because like it costs a lot of money to buy a wife. It really does.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It depends on where they're coming from. These rates be crazy these days.
That's way too loud.
Ladies, it's nice to meet you all and see you all. As into the lines of my husband, I would seriously not call him uneducated. I wouldn't call him anything. He's a very respectable man.
We didn't call him
He
that.
takes great care of me.
In
case you-
Secondly,
Yeah, I don't. Hold on, Pookie.
Not
Pookie,
the
just
pick
really
me coming from
I
to defend
know.
her man. Her
Pookie,
rude
ma'am,
ass
I'm just
man.
gonna hold on.
Is this
ma'am,
something-
for 1 second, can I say something to
Pookie,
you, please?
Pookie,
This
no,
is
nope,
equipped.
it's my
Somebody's
turn.
equipped
This
this.
is not your
1
platform.
second.
This is a double crash
Nope.
shot, y'all.
Nope.
This counts for 2.
Nope. So this is really quick, Pookie, so we can recap really quick what happened. He claimed that Alina didn't have an education. So I don't know what you're thinking. We didn't say that. We called him a poor after that. So that's
Don't
it.
call him that.
Why
Because
not?
you don't have any clue.
Because he had a bet that he didn't hold up on.
Did you
So I
not
called him
just make
poor.
a statement that he bought his wife?
Well, yeah, because I thought I heard
Don't
a foreign
even say
language in the
that.
background.
Yeah,
Well, it's-
because
it's a
I
I'm
can say whatever the fuck I
Israeli.
want. This is my live.
Okay, and you can be reported for unethical behaviors. Do
What
not
unethical
say anything
behavior,
about
ma'am?
bought wife. I am Israeli. Do not insult him that way, and do not insult me as a woman.
Wait, you're an Israeli? Oh my god. Fuck
Oh my
that.
God.
That's even worse.
That's worse.
And wait,
What's
hold
it feel?
on.
What's it feel like to be
Israeli is worse.
complicit in a G-side? How's that feel?
No, wait.
So
That
you
makes you
two
feel warm and
cows,
fuzzy?
I knew
you
it.
two cows
Oh,
decide
oh,
to
oh,
insult my wife because you think you're
Tap
clever?
the screen, y'all.
tap the
Tap the
screen.
screen.
The Israeli going to report us for unethical behavior. The Israeli, yeah,
Yes,
that
this
one.
has
Why not?
no
Because you are
insulting.
anti-Semitic
Hey.
Honestly though, like
and both
F
of
it
you
all.
need to go to hell
the whole
because
body
you're
wife thing
worthless.
actually does
Can't
track.
get no
though,
dick,
'cause,
so
like,
don't worry
I
about it.
mean, the United States is propping up Israel and has
The
been for
United
years,
States
so-
is better than you'll
F it all.
wherever
Can
you
I ask
happen
you a
to think you
question?
live. Will
F
ever
it
be.
all. Can I ask
If
you a
she
question?
does not like the United States, pack your shit and get the fuck out.
Get out.
Ma'am, you are
Hey,
the foreigner here. What
I'm
are you
trying
talking
to ask
about?
a question here. F it all. Like, what is
Y'all, we gotta tap the
happening?
screen. We gotta do the
Are
heart
you
means.
crashing out? Like, how is it a 2-for-1 special at the crash out store?
It is a 2-for-1.
Like, trip. I got questions because I just came in.
Thank you, Third Expression, for subscribing through your Prime account. I know that makes her very upset.
I have a question. What's the problem with the subscriptions? Like, what I came in on the tail end of that. What's the problem?
What do you mean?
No, with them. He was saying something about they had a problem with people subscribing on Twitch.
I guess. I don't know.
No, you didn't say
No, I
nothing
didn't
like
say
that.
that at all.
Thank you.
But thank you for
Thank
putting
you.
words in my mouth. That's very
Thank you, the
typical.
third expression, for gifting 5 tier 1 subs on Twitch. Thank you
No,
so much. That
I'm
is
not
so
putting
generous
words.
and
I'm
so
so
kind.
glad you think you're
I'm not putting
funny. I
words in your mouth.
appreciate
I'm
that.
asking you a question. If you
Have a
would
nice
stop
life.
like talking over me. Oh, look at you.
Fuck my bags.
His wife coming on
Where am
was
I
the
going?
funniest shit ever. Her being Israeli and talking about unethical behavior is crazy works.
What the
Crazy
hell was his
works.
That's a
problem?
really good point, Pika. Israeli with a southern accent is odd. Yeah, that is pretty bananas. I don't know if she got offended about the purchasing a wife thing. Like,
I don't know.
If it don't apply, let it fly. What was his problem though?
He was just misogynistic.
women are revered in this country, according to him.
Was upset that Alina would make any money on Twitch or TikTok, etc.
And I'm not educated and stuff. The usual.
Yeah, very upsetting. I hope you don't have a Netflix subscription, though, because that is a grift too.
Katie Lou and Katie Cakes at the same time, both coming through on Twitch. Goon Squad. Yes, very embarrassing, y'all. That was very embarrassing for him. That was at least 2 crash outs. Maybe they each got 2.
Said 2 and 1, 2. So we got 4 for the price of 1, essentially. Did you just say that about my husband? Yeah, and I'll say it again.
She had no issue what he was saying about us, though.
Hi, I'm 18, by the way. I just want to know if you can hear me because my phone's plugged in and sometimes it's a mess.
What year were you born?
06. Sorry, I don't know if you heard it. My phone really messes up when I'm charging.
I heard you.
Okay. I just want to say, he was so disrespectful, and I believe that USA does not dislike women. I feel they loathe women.
Okay, well that means you don't disagree. So thank you for coming.
I know. I just had to.
One.
Oh, that was fast.
No, something that wasn't sitting well in my spirit.
Not my husband saying he's a passport bro too. Damn, go by.
Oh, my husband, if he was on a live talking trash, be like, you gonna defend me? Not at all. Not even a little bit, sir. You just gonna have to take that L all by yourself. I'm not gonna participate.
Chum, in the Goon Discord, Michelle or Josiah can help you like walk through the process of getting your Prime Twitch thing.
If my husband would act like that on a live, you wouldn't catch me dead defending him. Never.
That's why I was hoping she didn't understand English, because then I was like, okay, there's a language barrier. Like he's acting a fool, and like she's not getting it.
Exactly. Drew's looking disappointed. Well, I mean, to be fair, he would let me like attempt to drown him. I guess I should. Yeah. I guess I should be a little bit more.
He's willing to hospitalize you as much as needed.
Yeah, and just no water. No bathtub. Showers only. Have you asked your husband a question?
Yeah, I asked him on live.
What did he say?
He said he would stop me.
Yeah, well, exactly.
How are you guys doing today?
I'm actually pretty good. I have The Sims 1 and The Sims 2 now. I'm thriving. Very happy. How about you?
Good. I'm never gonna finish this fucking episode of Spyro.
I'm still over here trying to figure out groceries.
But at least you're doing it on Saturday instead of Sunday. We usually do this on Sunday.
I like doing groceries in very small capacity.
Hey, Mia.
Chum, you figured it out. subscribers through Prime. You guys, we did 15 subs today. You guys are amazing.
Emil, you're a liar. And since you
What is
want
a
to
hype
lie,
chest? Hype chest's on the way. That's what it says on Twitch.
Emils, since you want to lie in the comments and say that you requesting up, you won't be talking in the comments no more.
Yeah, there's no one in requests.
Yep. So you either come up and talk to us or move around.
I did send 2 invites, unfortunately, to One Day Mike, but he's too scared. He's a little too scared to come up and talk to us. Well, we're scary. Oh. The comments too with the go to different countries argument, or is that just when it's on the panel for the count?
For crash outs?
Mm-hmm.
But we have the crash out counter in the Discord, and then Parker's as her own personal project likes to count the number of times they say to go to another country.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure where that data's going, but yes. Oh my god.
To the CDC. What's going on? Did you win?
Yo, fuck. I have been okay, so I jumped on this little ledge thing once and I found a key on here. It's for one of the little chests. But then I couldn't find the chest. And then my game timed out or whatever. And I have tried, I'm not at least 50 times, maybe 100 times to jump on the stupid fucking ledge. And I haven't been able to get back. And I finally got the key. And nothing is gonna stop me. Nothing is gonna stop me from finishing this to 100%.
Parker's is crazy. Data is fun. Well, I mean, it is fun. Have you ever read the book Data Feminism? I'm sure you did, Parker's. I'd take you as the type. Maybe we can do a little book club. If you did. Okay. Alright, I'm completely plugged in with everything, so let's have the human cow activities begin while debating. Oh, Alina, can we do that in your Discord, a little bookie club? Do we have one? Because that's where I would actually be active for once.
In the book club? I mean, if
I'll run it.
yeah, if you want to run it, like, yeah, I can make you like whatever you need, whatever channels you need. I mean, you should have access to make stuff like that if you wanted to, like make your own channels and things.
Well, I mean, I guess I would have asked the admin first, no? Or things like that, but yeah, I feel like you would never say no, but it's still, I think, polite to ask.
I think we're beyond polite at this point. I think.
Yeah, we are. I mean, we tell us to fuck off, I guess, quite often. Especially with money. What kind of books are you thinking? I think we can do a variety of things. I'm not a solely educational reader. Like actually, fun fact about me. I have a really hard time reading like really educational books. Like it takes me really long often to read certain types of books, like sociology books or history books. So I prefer audiobooks when it comes to that. I have a really good time retaining the stuff if it's like spoken to me. I still have a lot of them because I mean a lot of them are really important to read and I would never substitute them for an audiobook, but I absolutely love listening to that. And when it comes to fiction and thrillers and all that good stuff, I prefer reading. So that's
I cannot focus on audiobooks.
Interesting.
Like background noise.
I love background noise. I have to have at least like 7 forms of media on constantly. I'm currently debating. I'm playing with my Tamagotchi and I'm playing The Sims and I'm pumping. So that's
Belle, thank you for subscribing on Twitch.
Hell yeah.
You can come hang out with us on TikTok if you want.
How's it going?
We have not. Great.
How's it going?
Best day ever.
So what's your stance like? What are you saying? Like, I'm trying to understand. You have facts?
What is confusing?
America doesn't like women.
Uh-huh.
Does the rest of the world like women?
Did it say only?
So the whole world doesn't like women?
Does it say only the USA doesn't like women? Does it say that in the background? I'm just trying to, go through it and see where you're failing on the reading comprehension. Like I get it. Sometimes reading is hard. So
100% Parkers.
Do you guys
I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure I asked you a question. I don't know why you don't acknowledge me. I asked you, does it say only the United States doesn't like women? Yes or no?
Peacekeepers World, 100%, all the way down.
no.
Okay, it doesn't say that. So we're just talking about the USA, correct?
Yes.
Cool. So now, what's confusing about the statement?
Well, I asked what are you basing that on, right?
Well, I mean, just like how you would base it on anything. Like if you determine whether or not something likes you or not, you would just look at how you are treated and what kind of outcomes you have, and that's the metric.
How are women treated?
They're treated less than men, and we can measure that in multiple areas. I'm not. I don't know. Like I'm pretty
I have
sure
a
we.
problem here, Kiara.
Yeah, I see it too. Go ahead, Ren.
Why are you explaining
Yeah.
your position when Uncle Cal, whichever it is, should be explaining to us how the USA does like women?
Because
He's-
I'm not on a live starting a live making a prompt saying USA likes women. You guys are saying they don't like women. That's why we're up here asking you why,
Do you
right?
know who Steven Crowder is, Uncle Cal?
It's possible.
Ever heard of him? Uh-huh. Have you ever heard of something like silly little format called Change My Mind?
I just realized everyone came onto YouTube. Hi, guys.
Continue.
No, that's it. Like change my mind. So making a statement and then the person is coming on or telling Stephen Crowder why he should change his mind. So this is the format right here. USA doesn't like women. You disagree. You're here to change our mind.
I'm not here to change your mind. You know what I'm here
Okay,
to
well
do?
then bye.
You know what
Why
I'm
are
here to
you
do?
here, dude?
I'm here basically
To creep everyone out with your voice? Yeah, you're doing that.
so is this what so you guys bring up men here and you guys insult them, eh?
Sir, what are you here to do?
Are
Is it
you
'cause-
insulted? I'm sorry. We didn't
well,
know that you were
I
insulted.
want to hear what he here to
My
do.
apologies.
but is this what you guys do? You guys bring men up here and you guys talk down to them?
What are you here to do?
When they don't participate in good faith, yeah.
Well, I asked you guys a question and then you guys started insulting me.
That's not what this is, babes. That's not this. Like this is.
Are you gonna bitch and moan, or are you gonna answer the question? Why are you here?
More insults.
How
Why are you so soft? Why are you so soft? Stop. Why are you so soft? What's hot? What's going on?
I don't think you would speak like this to me in real life.
Oh, I would.
I would.
I'd actually speak worse to you, honestly.
I don't think so though. I really don't.
Oh,
You know?
okay.
I
Well,
think it's just online you guys do this.
That's the people in my
you
real life.
don't get paid to think, so it doesn't matter what you think.
It's a sickness. Yeah, online bullying and attacking.
Sickness.
We're
I
bullied.
mean, if you feel bullied, it's so crazy. This is what's happening right now. You come up here and you're demanding education from us, even though the host has a very specific format on how she would like to run her life. And you refuse to participate the way that she would like to host her life in what format. You demand that it's going after your format and how you would like to do it. Who's rude here? You or I?
You sound like you have a low IQ.
Thank you,
Low
RDJ, for
IQ.
subscribing.
Okay. According to what? Because I
Twitch.
just confronted you with the reality, what's currently happening.
Thank you
Why
for
are
the
you
Is that
so
gifts.
a low IQ?
emotional? Why are you so emotional, Uncle?
You think so?
Yes, you're very emotional right now.
He
Yeah.
sounds
You were
very
just
familiar.
complaining.
I think I know who this
You
is.
guys are sensing different emotions from me.
Yes.
Which ones?
Being very upsetty, very sad currently.
Spaghetti
No,
for
I'm not
sure.
upset. No.
Insecure.
Insecure, there's that. We definitely sense snowflake emotion because you were so upset about like us talking very directly and sternly with you because you were being obtuse willfully. Again, I don't know why you came to the conclusion that I have a low IQ based on me asking you who is rude after you're demanding that the live is being hosted according to your desires and not the hostess desires. Can you explain that to me?
You haven't explained nothing to me yet.
I know that you were used to the world revolving around you, and your mommy kept telling you like the world loves you, everybody loves you, you're being put on a pedestal. But this is not the place. This is the adult world where people are going to other people's lives, and they're going to either participate how the host would like to host their life, or they don't.
He is attempting to derail the conversation because he still has not answered the original question. What did you come up here to do?
Auntie, listen, okay?
Don't call her that.
Okay.
What did you come up here to do?
Just trying to get an understanding.
An understanding of what? Didn't they ask if you disagree with the background?
You guys don't have equal rights?
Didn't they ask you if you disagree with the background?
Okay, do you guys have equal
Yes
rights?
or
Yes
no?
or no?
It's a yes or no question. Did they ask you, did you disagree with the background?
I disagree.
Okay, why do you disagree?
Okay, do you guys have equal rights?
Why do you disagree? Because do we have equal rights? So are you saying that you disagree because women have equal rights?
I'm asking you, do you guys have equal rights?
I'm not answering any questions. I want you to state your claim. Why do you disagree? It's not for you to answer no questions. Ask no questions. I want you to explain so we can go from there. And I'm sick of having to treat grown men like toddlers.
You can only do that on TikTok.
What?
You can only do that on TikTok.
No,
Say,
I'll do it in
you
real
are a
life.
grown man acting like a toddler. So maybe men shouldn't act like toddlers on TikTok.
Yeah, they usually don't act as much of a toddler in real life, but you can ask anyone. I'm a bitch inside and out, on TikTok, off of TikTok, on Instagram, Facebook, whatever you want. Like, I'm right there, the same person.
On Telegram.
WhatsApp, messages. Ask Alina. I'm rude as fuck.
I feel like you guys might have depression in real life.
Uncle, I don't need you to diagnose me with anything. I need you to state your claim.
Well, do you guys have equal rights? Yes or no?
I'm not answering any questions. State your claim.
Are these people like non-coherent? Like, well, I asked you a question.
The only person
This isn't a job interview.
Is you, because you need to explain why you disagree with the background. It is not difficult to do. You just would rather bitch and moan and be emotional.
You guys need to get a life.
You're here.
Okay, bud.
You have no life, obviously.
I actually have a really great life, but whatever.
You have a lot of
I was
free
just
time.
hanging out with my friends on here, and you kind of came and ruined that. So who's
Yeah,
the one that doesn't have a life?
People can't have hobbies, Selena. So if you don't, if you spend any time on TikTok, which funnily enough you do as well.
I'm asking, do women have equal rights?
This
that's
isn't
not
a job
a
interview.
statement. As I said.
So then what the hell? So then you guys are asking men to come up here and explain to you guys, and you guys are not.
You disagree with the background?
Listen.
Is that why you disagree with the background? How does that question answer the original question?
I just want to know if you guys have equal rights, yes or no.
Okay, I'm gonna give you one option now here. If you would like to have education regarding feminism and intersectionality, I will do that for you, but you would have to pay.
What are we doing?
I'm not going to
What is
educate you
this?
for free. I don't
This
know
is
why
a
your
joke.
sentence is meeting mine currently.
So
if you're not here to debate, and if you're just seeking
I am here to
education,
debate.
okay, then debate, make a claim.
Okay, so do you guys have equal rights, yes or no?
Oh, thank you, Pika.
Ryan, go ahead.
I want to know: does America give women equal rights?
What do you think, Ren?
Huh? Hmm?
W Pika. Thank you, Pika, for sending the baby dragon. Because just some W Pikas in the chat. It is a baby dragon or 30 to kick and up.
Like that, I don't understand. All he had to do was have the conversation. He just wanted to be disingenuous.
Why do they yap like that? Ugh. Like, so incoherent.
He was trying to take Kiara down a specific road.
Yeah. Oh, they do that. It's like they always, like, they know, you know, they have an argument that they think that they can win, so they try to get you to make that argument. And then when you don't make that argument, they're all fucked up. I like it. This is one of those.
And I've said this on this live stream before, and I'll say it again. They have watched a Ben Shapiro compilation in 2016 of feminists getting owned. And ever since then, they have this desire to recreate that moment and to feel so strong and powerful, to own them snowflakes and the libs and the feminists.
It's like me. I could do that too, for real.
Thrill. It's their thrill. It's like their starter drug. You know, when you did something for the first time and then you're just trying to get that hit again? That's them. And nobody's making those arguments anymore. So
It's like a what is a woman, you know?
Yeah, exactly like that one.
People who
It's
still
like
ask for a woman in the year 2025, like.
and the helicopter identifies a helicopter. Like they make the same jokes from 2016. They have not moved on yet. I promise you, they haven't moved on.
Or if women get paid less, then companies would just hire women. Duh.
I have fucking trauma from that sentence at this point. Like, I don't want to hear it one more fuck. It's like, I genuinely, like, I wonder if when they come onto the platform and they ask that question, like, they think that they're, like, saying something, like, deeply profound that I've never heard.
They do. I think they really think that it's, like, a unique thought. And that's what makes me feel bad sometimes. I'm like, man,
yeah.
You came here and you were super pumped about that.
Deeply embarrassing. Yeah, like, do you not feel shame? Like, is the male brain, like, too small? That, like, you don't have, like, a part of the brain that allows you to feel shame? Because, like...
It's gotta be.
Some of y'all way too confident for no reason. And it's deeply concerning.
It really should be studied.
Yeah, they really think, like, I mean... Like, they think that they get you every time they say that. I'm like, I don't...
That's what, did you see that yesterday, Belle, when I was like asking him like, oh my god, did you come up with that yourself? Like, is that something that you thought of yourself? Like, that should actually be considered for once. Like, you kind of got me there. And he was so confident. I was like, yes.
No. Oh my god.
He's like, it's something I've been thinking about and blah blah blah.
Yes. I was like, there's no way. There's no way.
They really think they have original thoughts, and that's crazy.
Yes.
Men have never had an original thought in their lives.
Never. And they say something that they think is philosophical, and I had that thought when I was like 9 years old. Okay.
Yeah, bro. Like, it's just not... I don't know. They think they're so deep. It's like... It needs to be studied.
Slowly.
Put them in a lab. Like, again, I'm so pissed that the fucking Stanford prison experiment ruined, like, the fact that, like, now I have to, like, follow research ethics. Like, and I can't just put these people in a lab and, like, study them. Like, they're, like, rats? I don't know. It's so boring. Like, yeah.
Middle Earth Runner on Twitch says, tell them their brains are just the right size and that the bigger ones hurt too much.
That'll probably make them feel better, I imagine.
Oh, that was diabolical.
Really?
But to be fair, the big brains do be hurting. The depressy hits us pretty quickly, doesn't?
Well, yeah, because we're depressed according to that guy.
Well, it does suck. Like, I mean, to be, like, plagued by, like, having intelligent thoughts. Like, wouldn't it just... Don't you guys, like, think about how nice it would be if, like, you were just, like, stupid as these men?
Dude, sometimes I'm just like, I wish I didn't, like, not only, like, was not as smart, but just, like, didn't give a fuck about a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like, the things I get sad about and I worry about and stuff like that. I'm like, I imagine going throughout the world And not thinking about the harms that other people are
know.
facing.
Yeah.
I know.
You're just like, everything is vibes. Like, everything is awesome. And that's like all your brain is like constantly on repeat saying. Like, oh my god, put them in a lab. Like, please.
And I am going to leave. But the only reason I'm doing that is because if I stay right where I'm at, I am not going to finish my grocery shopping. So I need to
Oh,
Yeah, I got that.
and then come back.
Yes,
Okay.
come back, please. Love you.
Love you.
Bye. But Belle, it's so funny that you say that because my husband was literally, before we went to the hospital for the induction, he said the same thing. It's like, wouldn't it be so great to be stupid and just like go in like, oh, let's have a baby? Because we've been researching so much of all the potential things that can go wrong. And like, you know, you have like so many things that you are thinking about when you're having a baby. And then I'm like, well, how nice would it be if you just didn't have a single thought
Well,
at
like
all?
back in the day when there was no internet and shit, like that must have been so nice,
Literally.
but also scary.
No, and like, I mean, even just thinking about like people who don't like, who aren't anti-capitalist and don't realize like the inherent harm of capitalism, I'm like, you must have like such like a great worldview if you genuinely think like, oh, it's not like, because when you realize shit's capitalism and that's the problem, like it is like everything feels so inevitable and like inescapable. But it would be so nice to just be like, oh no, it's not capitalism. It's just like I just have to work harder, and that's it. Like that's literally it. Like, can you imagine? Like, oh my god, I would feel so free. I would feel so free. Oh, like I need that so bad. Yeah, because it's a deadly ass like reality when you're like, oh fuck, like this is not just like vibes. Everything is not fun and awesome, and like I can just vote my way out of this.
You have a strategy finally.
Y'all, I need you liking the screen because I don't know why the likes aren't moving, and that should be illegal. TBH.
You have any more prep to do for before Monday?
Not really. My mom is flying in tomorrow. And then yeah, the only really thing I have to prep is like the night before I have to wash myself for 3 minutes with an antiseptic sponge. And then in the morning I have to wash myself with an antiseptic sponge again for 3 minutes. And then that's pretty much it. So yeah, at this point I'm just kind of vibing out and living with perpetual anxiety about everything that could possibly go wrong. Feels great.
I think it's gonna go fine.
I hope so. I'm just like I'm a worrier at heart, and like especially when like I don't know. I know that like my surgeon has to tell me like everything that could go wrong, but I'm just like I wish you didn't because my brain really doesn't like that.
Miss Ma'am is a hypochondriac.
I am. Oh, I'm so bad. Like
I
Cherry,
know.
I don't even need you to like out me and say some of the stuff that I've probably asked you. Like it's so bad.
It's okay.
It's
I'm not.
so bad.
I would
Like,
never out you for that. I love
will
you.
just take her word for it. Because
I'm also mommy, so I have mommy energy. So you're supposed to ask me things like that. So that's good.
honestly, like anyone that's in my life that's in like the healthcare field, I feel like a representative. I feel so bad for them. Like Daniel's sister, like my boyfriend's sister, is a nurse. And like sometimes I just will be like sending her pictures of like, does this spot on my arm look okay? Like,
Oh my gosh.
Oh, bad timing, but I'm actually gonna go for a nursing program next year.
So, oh my god, perfect! I'll get to ask
That's
you.
a personal nurse.
Yep. And now like my best friend is in like her 4th year of nursing too, so I'm asking her shit too. W free labor from the
Free labor for real.
Yeah. If you have any questions about politics though,
No.
I'm here.
I mean, to be fair, when I was writing a couple papers, like at the beginning where I didn't feel as confident with my English, you helped me a lot too. So I think we're here for each other. So that's good.
W that. So yeah. that's just how it is, I guess, man. Community or whatever. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You've been brainwashed by. Yikes! Not the anti-Semite in chat.
Ew.
Jeez.
It's so funny because he's a Christian and literally his daddy is Jewish. The fuck?
Yeah.
You know that Jesus is Jewish, right?
Yeah. Yikes.
Hold on, let me tell him that really quick. Come up. Don't be scared. I'm literally just playing Sims 2. Alina's playing Spyro. I don't know what you're playing, Faye.
I'm playing Ark, my dinosaur game. His
Oh, that's cute.
dinosaur game.
I gotta take care of my Tamagotchi too, for real.
Such a good mom.
I still can't believe that you signed up for more kiddos.
I'm taking care currently of my Sims, my Tamagotchis, and my baby. Okay, this is a single mom who works 2 jobs.
Yeah, literally. She's busy.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
And we're debating bigots on the side.
Double homicide. We're doing something.
All the things.
Everyone drop a W chair in the comment section for all this work she's putting in.
I don't know why they're so afraid to come up.
Women don't like themselves. That's the issue. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's because I don't like myself that men grape all of us, right?
Oh, yeah.
And commit DV and femicide. That's the reason.
Also,
because
like,
we don't
I said it once and I'll say it again. Like, when I see, like, right-wing, like, conservatives hosting a live about, like, abortion or something, like, some, like, right-wing talking point, like, the fucking guest requests are always full. Like, it's full of people on the left who are, like, ready to debate these people. But when we host a live on topics that are, like, off to them, they never come up. Like, why are y'all always so scared, bro? Like, these are your positions. Come be a big boy and talk about them.
I sent you an invite. You need to stop yapping in the chat.
They know
all
nothing.
3 of us are distracted, so this is an easy dub for you.
Literally. I'm
gamer girls. That's it.
Yep.
What is my life, y'all? Like, who would have thought?
Yeah. W
Not
for, you know, telling you to be a gamer or whatever. I'm gonna take credit.
It is fun. Not gonna lie.
Right?
I still haven't had the heart to do my 3rd attempt of trying to get my sim together. I'm so traumatized.
I think it's time. I think it's time. Also, I mean, I wouldn't make you one. I literally said that. I will make you one, and you can download it from the gallery, and it's gonna look like you, cutie pie.
That's beautiful.
But you do need to download CC because I cannot create a sim without CC.
I don't know what that means.
Custom content. It's like you know how my sim looks super cute because I have, like from certain custom content creators, you can download them on websites and you can put them into your game and modify your game, and then they just look cute.
Yep.
You're gonna have way more fun. And then there's like obviously some other stuff that you can modify that makes your game interesting, to say the very least.
Wait, the real ones know about Wicked Wins.
The real ones know, yeah. I don't think Alina's mentally ready for that one.
No.
I don't even know how to prepare her for that one.
We won't take her there. It'll ruin the Sims.
Not yet. I think you need to be in to The Sims first before we can put her on that.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm done being a human cow. How great.
W.
Mm-hmm.
So exciting.
Yeah, Basemental is also pretty good. I've never been into those violent mods. Like, I don't really care for the unaliving.
I get that too.
Not really. I mean, I have it. It's not that I don't have it, because sometimes you need it.
Yeah. Sometimes your Sims boyfriend is acting real funky.
Yeah, I've seen somebody make like Elon Musk and Donald Trump and
What's up?
on The Sims, and just have them like be lovers. And Donald Trump is currently pregnant with Elon Musk's baby, and it's so cute. I love it.
Where are the ops?
Hiding.
Good question.
Like, you would think that, like, Trump getting elected would make them more brave or something, but, like, somehow I feel they're more scared now. Like, I don't know why.
And well, I think like they're scared.
Yeah, I agree.
I think they're scared of like what not of us, but of the shit that's been going down.
Yeah. Like, oh, what do you mean my favorite Mexican restaurant's gonna close, you know? I thought this was all just like a talking point or whatever.
Yeah, no take back seats on fascism. I saw this like farmer being interviewed, this dairy farmer, and he was like, "Well, I never thought that he was serious because the whole agriculture would be shutting down and we wouldn't have any food within 3 days." And he has over 50% of undocumented immigrants staffed in his own thing, and he voted for Trump. It's slugs for freaking salt. That's what it is.
These people have like so few brain cells, it's actually impressive.
Okay, let's do a restart. We'll try one more time.
All right.
All right, we are back. Tap, 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 tap. Thank you everyone for not squirreling. I see James, I see Pika, I see A-Ray. I see Chum. I see Jamie. Mal really knocked out in here. Oh, hide your little face. What a little baby. Welcome, Polly Reed. Welcome, welcome, Polly Raid. Oh. Doom. I remember watching people play that when I was little. Just not for me. Why are all these games just like games to unalive? Maybe I need to play Call of Duty.
I honestly don't think that I could ever be around young children like that in those lobbies and being absolutely ridiculous. Like, I don't think I can do it.
What does it mean to be in a lobby?
I think that's like essentially the meetup, no? Like that's like the where all the people are talking.
But do you have to be in the lobby or can you just go and play?
Well, that's something that I would have to ask my husband. Hold on. Let's consult.
I don't play games like that either.
Yeah, but you've played it before, no?
Yeah, I guess the lobby is like the chat.
Yeah.
Like they all got their little headsets on.
Yeah, but you don't have to go. You don't have to go in there, right? You can just play it.
Yeah, I think you can mute everybody and just
mute everybody and okay. Well, but they obviously at a disadvantage if you can't hear your teammates.
Yeah, you can't communicate.
You can communicate. There you go. You got it.
Did you show Drew the Malcam?
I have. Yeah.
Very cute.
It's very cute. Oh, they say you have to go in lobby, I guess.
Oh, well, there you go.
There you go.
Shows what I know.
You can mute everyone. Okay, so people say different things. We don't play that. I play The Sims and I have a Skyrim husband. So I hear little to no screaming at the screen. No crash outs.
I don't scream at all.
Oh, sometimes you get upset when you do one of those duels or whatever. Like I've seen you upset before.
Honestly, I can't even picture him screaming.
No, he never screamed before.
Like I could picture, well, no, because even with the Boy Scout thing,
well,
he wasn't screaming. He was upset, but
he's upset. Like he's different type of upset. Like he just gets like aggravated, you know, and like annoyed. Just like with the Boy Scouts, he just got annoyed. That's it. I'm not gonna expose you to all the things you said about that Boy Scout.
Alright, we're playing Sims.
Yeah, I'm currently playing Sims, so I'm heavily
Chiara.
distracted. Okay, Alenia.
I'm not gonna have any ops. I don't know what's going on today.
You like Elena better or Alenia? Like, what's your favorite mispronounced? Elena.
Yeah, Elena. I've gotten Elena.
Elena's crazy works. Crazy works. Like I don't know. Like,
especially after like Vampire Diaries. Like y'all know what Elena is spelled like. There's an E.
I know. Like I just feel like it's so obvious to me. Certain words, like my name, makes perfect sense. Like you cannot tell me that you are a Christian and you know somebody named Christina and you can't say my name. Impossible. Like they want to complicate things because they're like, oh, somebody said that it's exotic. I'm not even joking. They called my name exotic. And I'm like, we don't say that.
Why is this game not loading?
Spyro?
Sims.
Oh, you're getting over your fears?
I'm gonna try it one more time.
I need you to fix your Tamagotchi.
What is going on? Why is it not letting me play?
Currently playing The Sims 2. Oh, yikes. Look how cute. He sat down and made a little Trump thing. That's so cute. You must really love him. Jay wants to know where your septum piercing is.
Oh, I don't have one.
Oh, okay. Did you know that you have blue hair?
It was supposed to be teal, y'all.
Oh, okay. So Jay, it's actually teal. At let go or be dragged, deport all communists. Okay, Jay, if you accept my request and talk to me about communism, I might have a little goodie for you. I'm not gonna reveal it right now because, but I will tell you on the spot. if you come up. Oh, fake gamer. Oh, okay. Crazy works.
You changed the walk style? That's bananas.
Mm-hmm. You can even change whether or not you want your sim to impregnate somebody or be the one that gets impregnated, regardless of gender. Like you can do they, them, she, her, he, him. It's so cute. Sims has been the wokest since the beginning. Oh, yeah. Zero accountability. Accountability for what? Come up here and explain it to me. Explain it to me like I'm a woman, as Belle would say. Just close your legs. For what? Like, why do you think we're talking about abortion? And also, I'm pretty sure that even if I did close my legs, I could still have sex. I don't know. I mean, maybe you're just used to one position. Yeah, Villa, you have about one more comment before you get to go to the box, and then you gotta be quiet. You don't need an abortion. Okay. Then don't get one if you don't need one. That's great. You hear my sim?
Mm-hmm. I kind of hate using this. I hate using a remote. It's so quiet.
Yeah, sorry, Figaro's bothering us.
No, he's not.
And you always making me look like a bad person. Thank you. All right. I'm gonna make a mod announcement. I think the problem was truly that we haven't been liking the live at all. We haven't shared the live either. Neither did we reach any of the goals, so that's a problem. So why don't we start by double tapping the screen really fast. 13K likes is diabolical. Pardon. We need to get to 25K within the next couple minutes. Share the live. You don't even have to share it to anybody. You can just copy the link. And then I would also go ahead and check out Alina's link tree. She has quite a few important links in there. She is currently on Twitch, so you can see what she's playing. And you can get a subscription for your Amazon Prime account for free if you have that. But simply watching is already helping a lot. You can also look into her YouTube. She's currently streaming that as well, correct?
Mm-hmm.
If you have any secondary devices, consider using them to support Alina, because why not? You're already here, you're already watching. Down the other one, and that's it. Then we can also look at her Cash App, because she's fostering kittens and she does that out of her own pocket, which is very gracious. We love it. Yeah, and Twitch does have a Mao cam, so that's cool. Okay. And if you want to look at her Amazon wish list, you can certainly do so. Not her leaving me here. I'm still so awkward doing mod announcements. I'm really trying to get better at it. But I'm happy that you always support me and you always start liking the live whenever I do it. So I'm really grateful for that wonderful audience.
Sorry, y'all. My mom. And my mom. Not, what did I say? My mom. My husband just got home.
Yeehaw.
Happy Black People Month, everyone.
Yup.
Happy.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Y'all heard it here first. Heard it here first. How's day one of Black People Month going for you, Ty? I said, how's day one of Black People Month going?
Pretty good. My black child had a play date with a white child, so we ended racism. It was great.
Wow. You're honestly so brave.
Beautiful.
You.
I'm a firm believer in racial division, personally.
Who asked, though?
Well, I mean, you asked for ops only, so here I am.
Yeah, is it like the thing in the background if you're able to read, maybe? Like, but if you're not able to read, that's okay. You could say that.
All right, I'll bring it back around. You want me to incorporate it with my philosophy?
W being able to read. You're so brave. Okay, so what's the argument?
Ooh, is this gonna be one of those? Is this the class ground, political kind of group?
No, I'm just asking you a pretty simple question. I'm not really
You're
sure
being
what's.
condescending.
Oh, do you feel condescended upon? You poor
No,
thing.
it's just like there's no debating somebody once they partake in those kind of childish activities.
He needs to take space. The white supremacist needs to take space. No.
Oh, all right, never mind. Your glass is full, lady. Have fun with yourself.
I believe in racial division, but I'm too
Believe in racial
scared to
division.
debate.
Why are the people being mean to me? I came up and established myself as a racist with the first thing I said, and now the people are being mean. Why are they being mean to me? What did I do? What the fuck? Do y'all not self-awareness? Like, genuinely?
People are so mean. Those feminists. Hey, also him in the comments. Let me school this blue hair. So you're so kind, right? Yes, you're so respectful. Such a really mannerful man. Like really, really.
Mm-hmm. I literally came up and said that I'm a white supremacist, and now people are being mean to me. Why?
When's White People Month?
Really? Really that.
Really.
There's a whole month for black people, but not a month for our military? Oh.
Guys.
You don't ask me about Veterans Month. Nobody say a fucking word about it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Joy, for the $25. Joy said to get the party started. Appreciate you.
W. Pronouns in our military. Sorry, I lives in my.
Next, adjectives.
Can you believe it? Pronouns.
Now, I might not know language very good, but what I do know is that, America is the home of the free, sometimes, and the land of graves. So, that's how the song goes.
Exactly.
Yep. And let's not even get me started about them straights. They don't get any rights these days.
Yup. L straights rights. We are not for straights rights in this.
Who is going to fight for the heteros? Who's going to fight for us? Us really super uber goober straight people who are.
Yeah, I was about to say we only have one token straight on the panel, and that's Alina.
I firmly believe that nobody is
You
straight.
guys are gonna get me banned. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Talking about love? Okay, sorry. I'll talk about hate instead.
We've had
Um,
pretty much everyone's been getting banned. Oh,
No.
that
darn.
definitely doesn't look like me.
Sure, I did get banned. I was doing gender exploitation on my stream, naturally.
Naturally.
One does.
Well, how about we talk about something else? Like why the ops don't want to come up here. Like that's a good one.
Is, are you still playing Sims? Because if so, how are you doing it with a controller?
I hate it.
Interesting.
I hate it with the
It's so
controller.
pretty. It's such a pretty controller. I love gold. Ugh, I love gold. Anything gold.
Me too.
Yeah.
Which is,
Almost all my jewelry is gold.
oh yes. Which is why I think that our curtain for the living room should be like white and gold, like white with a gold outline or something.
That would look pretty.
Yes, I think so.
I want to let everyone in the chat know that if you have any French ancestry, you owe Taisha.
Yeah, you owe me reparations if you're French or Spaniard.
Yeah, both honestly.
Both, yeah.
Not you're a fake ally.
So, Alina,
Wait,
you
hold
got baguette in your blood?
What does that mean?
Roar.
I'm
What
so
do you
sad,
think
y'all.
it means?
This does not look anything at all like me.
I don't know if she's biologically fascist. I think that's mostly me and Belle on this panel.
Oh, I love that for you.
Mostly me, unfortunately.
But, I've been listening to MAGA for a while, and I've just been wondering, what is wrong with fascism,
I don't know if we should say that out loud.
Sorry. But that's literally what that's what they've said in my life. So I'm like, what do you mean?
She looks nothing like me.
Because of DEI, obviously.
Because of DEI.
Yeah, that's also why we don't have any ops, because of DEI. We have too much diversity on the panel.
Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama.
Yeah.
For real.
Me personally, I blame Hillary Clinton, but whoever you guys want to blame is fine.
Real. Her and those emails are why we don't got ops right now.
Yeah, not y'all forgetting like the actual communist icon, Joe Biden. Like that one you're not gonna talk about?
Communist icon is crazy.
I mean,
the first time I heard anarcho Bidenist, it changed my brain chemistry, unironically.
Kiki.
What'd she do? Kiki being a bad girl. Somebody come arrest her.
She was, wow, that's crazy to say during Black History Month. But she was eating she was eating Funyuns on our new carpet, and I was like, no. Hey, excuse you, please, no, we're not playing tag.
It's odd
Hey, now
when you
she's
share
swerving.
a nickname with somebody because my nickname is Kiki too, so I'm getting hella confused. I was like, what? I'm not eating no Funyuns.
Roll.
What the fuck me for?
Yes, you are. Kiara is in my house right now eating Funyuns on my brand new rug.
Oh my god.
Can you believe her?
I really like the couch that you all decided on eventually. It's a really cute one. And I wanted to share it because you essentially had to the mandatory cute girl sits on couch picture because I had to do the exact same post, the exact same one. And we decided.
I'm so glad that I, was able to convince Jonathan that I was right and that this was our dream couch. And now every day that he's been home, because he didn't get to, he had to go on his trip right after we got it, so he didn't get to sit on it for a while till he got back. And every single day he's been back, he's like, "Oh, I love this couch."
I swear it's because you chose
Roar.
it.
Women do best.
Yeah, because Taisha's always right.
W women. Anyone need more proof that men are always wrong?
He took a nap on it earlier this morning. I came out and he was knocked out on the couch, which he could not do on our last couch. So it was not big enough. It wasn't big enough for really anyone to nap on it comfortably, except for the kid. Yeah, but this one's just so much bigger. It's crazy because we had Jonathan had a movie night, I guess, on it. Listen, it's crazy. I will fix it because it's gonna drive me insane. But look at how big it is. Okay, and then hold on.
His couch probably at least 10 times now. Like, y'all must understand. Aisha is in love with this couch.
Boom. And then it gets smaller. I'm gonna have to ask Jonathan where we got it because I keep forgetting what the place was called because I've never been there before. Ooh, there we go. And then it's bigger again. It's
Okay. I don't know. I feel like the viewers are just very lazy today. I don't know what's wrong. Did I not scold you all enough? 35.1K. Like, I've been a little bit distracted, and it feels like that I've been taken advantage of for being distracted and not scolding y'all enough. You should do this by yourself. I should have trained you by now that you are tapping the screen. So what's going on? There we go. See? Scolding and then the likes go up. What's the reason?
Like, I feel like we have to start being mean to them.
Yeah. Oh god. I hope nobody has a kink here.
I don't like being mean.
Hey, what's wrong with that?
I don't want to be mean, but we'll be mean. If we gotta be mean, you know? Don't make us be mean.
If we gotta be mean.
Y'all are all going to prison if you don't like the life.
Oh, but
Yeah,
Bellathy, I thought you wanted to abolish police and
yeah,
prisons.
I know, not the evolution.
I mean, I believe in making an exception for.
Wow.
Allow me to finish. I believe in making an exception for people who don't like the live when they're supposed to. And I think that's fair. Like, they know what they're supposed to be doing. And they're just like, you know what? No.
Well, I personally, as a true communist, I'm just kidding.
Wow, that's crazy. Single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kids and never stops. That's gonna be stuck in my head all day now.
What if I did have another kid, just like as a joke, just like for funsies?
Are we really having this conversation online?
I just listen. No, okay, but listen, hear me out, right? If I just like keep it for the baby stage, right? When it's cute and just still tiny,
I don't.
and then do what my birth mom did, and then at like 1.5,
Yeah, that's not. That's not.
just put them in an orphanage.
That's not. That's not. That's definitely not. Yeah, that's not. I don't know, chat. What do you think?
But I want to do like a pregnancy pact. So,
Oh,
Kiara,
I want more kids. Like I would.
I know.
I'm glad that somebody put some restraints on me because I'm like literally ready. I'm so happy with that baby. I want to have like 10 more.
Just wait until the toddler stage and then see how you feel.
No, don't tell me just wait. I think she's just gonna. I'm just gonna be exempt from all of this stuff. Like she's gonna continuously be perfect. She already sleeps perfectly. The only thing that she struggles with is gas. Like, and that's like.
You just keep telling yourself that.
Yeah, I will, because that's literally what's gonna happen. And that's why I'm gonna have 15 children, and they're all gonna be this exact same perfect. None of them are gonna have any quirks, so.
Yeah. Oh, you don't. What? Wait. Are you like? What's wrong with quirks? You don't like quirky people, or what's up with that?
No, I mean quirks in the sense like, not sleeping, not being cute, that kind of stuff. That's what I'm
not gonna lie.
and everybody's like, oh, the next one's gonna be the no. Well, how about no? I'm just gonna have a bunch of beautiful little babies that are perfect. Like my baby's been sleeping all day perfectly, and that's okay. I just get to have that.
Yeah. All right. Sure, I guess. Me, who's never had a child, other than my 2 cats, of course. In fact, children.
I know that she's gonna humble me. I mean, okay, so this is one of the things that I'm gonna share with people that never had kids and are judgmental. I just currently ate the humble pie, so let me give you a piece. This is like everybody's gonna shake their head. Okay, so I was first under the impression that people who had kids with blowouts were just too stupid to put a diaper on. Seriously, like I was like, there's no way. Like, why don't you just put on the diaper and you're good, right? Oh boy, was I wrong. I was so wrong. Um, yeah, that's not it.
A reminder to take your birth control pill today.
Yep, I'm very sorry. Very sorry to all the parents that I passed judgment on. You were right, I was wrong. I feel horrible. But to be fair, there is like some aspects of putting the diaper on incorrectly sometimes, but I was just like, it's easy. You just put it on. Like, what's the deal? Like, what are you doing?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Rough one. Rough experience. The first blowout really humbled me. Now I'm kind of used to it.
It always does.
Oh, I'm just glad that I don't gotta deal with none of that. None of it.
Yeah, what's that? What is sleep like again?
I'm sorry. I can't relate on that one, but Erica said it in the chat. Her Baba was a fantastic sleeper as a baby.
Oh, brag. Okay.
But then toddlerhood came.
I'm telling you, toddlerhood will humble the frick out of you, okay? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Make you rethink your whole life.
I'm definitely prepared for that, so I'm not obtuse to it, but I'm also excited. I just think that it's obviously I have to put myself into their perspective, and then it makes a little bit more sense, but in the moment I'm sure it's just not that easy.
You think that. And then there are moments where they're sitting right next to their stuffed animal and screaming bloody schmurder because you won't hand it to them, even though if they just moved their head and moved their arm 2 inches, it would be right there. But no, mommy, do it. No.
Damn.
I mean, there's no rationale.
Yeah, there's no rationale, and that's okay. And I'm also married. Like I've been around a lot of toddlers. Like I know how they act, and I just don't want to put this like on her. Like I just want her to feel like I'm just excited for her every single stage, and that I'm not fearing any of them. I think that it is a little bit of a mindset thing as well. Like obviously it's not all of it, but my mom was always very insistent to say that I'm a good teenager, for example, because she hated other people always talking so negatively about their teenagers, and it's kind of like a mind trick. I constantly heard my mom saying like, no, my teenager is great, and I feel like I internalized that, and I was a really good teenager. Like not for all of it, but most of it.
Love that. Philosophy or whatever, I think.
I don't want you to fear toddlerhood. I just even with being around, never mind. But your baby's gonna be great. Obviously, she already is. She's the cutest thing in the whole entire freaking universe. Oh my god, those cheeks. Like I literally can't. But
And she's gonna have hair. That's gonna be fun. She's not
oh
gonna
my
walk
god, you're gonna
around
be able to
like
do
a
her hair. That is one thing I love about her having like being older is like she has more hair now for me to actually do and style. I'm looking.
Yeah, they like when they rub their head, like they rub their head through to the mattress, so now she has like she has like a lot of hair on the bottom. It's like very long and bald on top. It's a look. It's very cute.
Mullet. I love that.
Very much so.
Yeah. Stop. Oops. I was waiting to see how long until people realized that they were talking about everything but the background for a long period of time. I can, once I finish putting my my sim together, because I don't want to screw this up again, I can switch it so that you guys can see the gameplay if you want. I just don't want to accidentally mess this thing up again. Unfortunately, the sim that I made looks nothing like the other one I made. I just couldn't figure out. It was too difficult with it was way too difficult with a remote. I ended the TikTok because sometimes there's a habit of people coming in and just like talking about everything but what we're talking about. And that's why we don't get ops, y'all. And unfortunately, when we do that too often, it changes us up in the algorithm. That's why like the big political creators are so strict about like dropping anyone that's not opposition. All right, what features? I would say I'm definitely clumsy. I really don't like using a controller for this. Do I have to? Bro. Yeah, she does not look at all. At all. Okay. Let's do Magnolia. Why would you even give me the option? There's no good starter lots. How far do I need to go in this game? Before I can like switch to the PC. Okay, we got a 2-bed, 1 bath. 1 bed, 1 bath. I need to fix my face. Am I allowed to fix my face after the fact? Okay, now how do I... How do I get out of here? Help. Oh, okay. Okay, we're saving. Perfect. That should work. That should work. All right. Now let's switch over to the PC. I was looking forward to getting the Twitch. I was looking forward to ops, but it just wasn't working out. I wish there was like an easy way for me to figure out where my game. Does that make sense? Like logically, shouldn't it just like open up the game I was using, like logically? Okay. So we gotta connect our controller. And then we go to that. And then we do go over here. Where is okay. Whatever, fuck it, it's not gonna be that cute. Okay. All right, let's get my. Let's pull up Twitchy comments over here. Okay. All right. I don't hear. Am I supposed to hear something? I don't hear anything. Hi, Irene. All right, by the third expression. Am I supposed to hear something? I literally don't hear anything. You guys hear stuff? Because I don't hear anything. Am I going nuts? Hmm. Hmm. Very strange. Main volume's at 40. So 100? I don't know about 100, but where am I? Oh, this is so weird. Oh, I don't like this. This is so weird. How do I get in? Oh no. I don't think I like this with a controller. Oh, I'm just standing in here awkwardly. Okay. This is weird. What am I supposed to sit on the ground? Why? I don't know what to do at this point. I'll take a little nap. And why isn't she moving? I don't like this. I don't understand what's happening. Oh, because it's paused? Oh. Am I by the water? What is happening? What is going on? How do I get a job? Y'all, this is way more complicated than what it used to be. I don't know if I like this. I don't think I like this. Especially because I couldn't get my sim to look cute. Oh. They're bringing me some poisoned something. Wake up. There's people at the door. Come on now. What a dumb bitch. What is happening? Is she defective? People aren't going to wait all day. 5 hours? Oh no. Oh no, we can't do that. Mm-mm. She's not getting up, y'all. Like, I don't know what to tell you. She's not getting up. I don't know how to turn around with the mouse. Look, they're gonna freaking leave. Look at that, they left. They took my freaking... They took my little snack. Oh, yeah, well, there's nothing there, you dumb little bee. Yeah, you're all napped up. Sure, let's make Alina into an exercise queen. Who told her she could read a book? This is so complicated. I don't think I like this, Kiara. I don't like this at all. Mm-mm. I do not like this at all. Way more than do. He really likes that little bin. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty sleepy, I'm not gonna lie. I wish that this chair had like a way of truly reclining. Let's see if we get a little, get our comf on, get a little comfy. Oh yeah. Perfect amount of leg support. You know what I mean? You can't have like the edge of your leg hitting the corner of the table. It's got to be like just right. So, wait a second. I didn't know this is where we were going to be. I do want to show the progress that we made. I need a more comfy way to do this. I feel like I'm comfier on this side for whatever reason, but I'm gonna have to deal with it for now. All right, so since we last met, this was already all 100%. I completed all of these. Look at these. Completed some of these. Now it's the complicated part. Haunted towers is gonna haunt me for life. Yeah, you see that, Sarah, Pika? I made progress. Things have been happening. Things have definitely been happening. I got another 20% on Crystal Flight. So I figured out that for this, if you just do like all the rings or all the planes or all that, as long as you complete them, it counts and you get the points. And I just recently realized that it gives you more money, or not more money, more time for every one you get. So like this +1 means you get an extra, I guess, second. But see, I already did all the rings. And then I did all of the arches. But what I need are the planes and the chests. So like I've been trying to just focus on one category. Because I was wondering, I was like, how the hell are you supposed to get all these things at once? Damn, I can really tell the difference. Oh shoot, like coming from the, that's crazy, honestly. Coming from the Apple display to this monitor, like the refresh rate, not that I even know what that means, but I can tell the difference. The game is laggy. Oop. Oop. I don't like that you have to keep flying. Yeah, see, you run out of time. Yeah, the Mac Studio display refresh rate is way better. It could also be that you know, the game is being played straight from like the studio display is connected to the Mac Mini versus in this case, games being played on a PC and it's being split onto using a splitter with 2 monitors. I was doing that. I was plugging the PC into the studio display, but the way that the place where I have my Mac Mini, it was getting really annoying to switch it back and forth. So I ended up getting 2 LG monitors that are strictly for the streaming. And then that way I could still use my Mac, like if I want to edit while I'm streaming or something. Whee! Hey. Pick yourself up by your bootstraps. See, this is not fun. Not fun for y'all to watch. Just me trying this over and over. Oop. See, like, I'm still getting used to, like, the controls. Because, like, I'm so used to, if you guys have ever played N64, the remotes with N64, you really had to work that joystick. But these are so sensitive that I'm like, I tend to overcompensate and then I end up in a ditch when you don't really need to like work the joystick as hard, you know what I mean? Are there any other games that are kind of like this that you guys think I might like? See, one strategy I tried is like, oh, was not that. One strategy was me doing a little U-turn and just following the fucking planes like a creeper. The problem is once you pass them, it's like, oop. Then I get distracted because I see a chest. Another chest. Oop. Oop. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so close. Fuck. Oh! Yeah, so close. And then I would have just had the planes left. But I've come a long way because I was doing terrible. I was doing absolutely terrible. Banjo-Kazooie, Crash Bandicoot. Okay. So you guys both recommend those same ones, so that's good. That's good to know. We like that. We like that. We can do this. We can definitely do this, y'all. Following the planes is the way to go. Whoop. Then I get distracted and I want to go for the... Whoop. Nope. Oh, God. I feel so disoriented and lost. They like to like just swerve out of control because they're not trying to get hit. They're not trying to get flamed. Okay, we're going for the chest today. Like the refresh rate is really fucking with me. I didn't even realize. This shit's making me nauseous. Yeah, he just jumped in the water. He just gave up on life. Planes are definitely the hardest thing. Oh, where am I going? This is so hard. This is really, really hard. But at least I'm not losing lives. Seriously? Like, how did I miss that? No. You saw that face he made? He said, I'm done. I'm done with life. Y'all, this is terrible. It's so fucking hard. Somehow I'm getting worse. Somehow I am getting worse. Like, really? I'm literally getting worse as we're going along here. Like, truly. Splash is just rude. There was a point where I would end up in the water every time I would do one of those arches, so. What I don't understand is why, like, knowing that Spyro swims in other episodes, other games, why can't I swim? Why is water bad? Like, I should at least be able to graze the water. Now, lava, I understand. Jesus. Just knocking into everything. Oop. This is so fucking hard. So all of those things are things that I have to go through. So I've already been done all the rings. So I already got the points for that. I did all the arches in one round. So basically you have to complete all of one category in order for it to count. Like you don't necessarily have to finish it all at once. Thank goodness, because I thought you did. I was like, there's no fucking way. I don't know if I'll ever get as close as I did that one time. Oop. I'm trying to either work on the chest or the planes, whatever I feel like I can actually, depending on the rhythm of the motion. Sometimes I spin too out of control and I'm like, oh. See, they just go out of the way. They just run away from me. Is there a way for me to slow down? There is. Oh. Okay. All right, so I could slow down. What do you mean question mark? This is so hard. I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty sneaky. Why does he seem like drunk? Yeah, it's time too. So every the +1 that you see it with the rings, that's an extra second. So everything that you get, so the planes give you an extra 3 seconds. I'm not getting anything. Shit. Make this unnecessarily hard. How do kids play this? Truly. Yeah, that one time that was so close. We may never see her again. We may never see her again. It's weird because I feel like there's like a wind gust or something working against me. It's so bizarre. All right, I'm sticking just to... I'm gonna really try to focus and not get distracted by the planes. What's the favor? Okay. We're here. What are we trying to do over here? Where does it say controls under camera? I think there's a mega lag. I am in camera. Oh, it's okay. We can try oh no, this is oof. This might be worse. Oop. Whoa. I might have, maybe I have to do the sensitivity settings like with my remote. Or maybe on the actual like Game Pass. Oop. I just gotta get used to, like, not going so crazy. All right.
How many immigrants come here? I don't care. Might be a little stingy with our money, but that's why, you know, he doesn't know a lot of Jewish people that are struggling or poor, and I'm just like, you just went.
PR wants us to attempt TikTok again. But I don't know if I'm going to change out the stream thing. I think I'm just gonna keep playing Spyro for Twitch and YouTube. I only have 3 lives. Gotta do some build up. Yeah, this, like, it's gotta be the refresh rate that's making it feel so choppy. Let's tap the screen, share the live, y'all.